Well, hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator, and it is after midnight on Friday. But I'm gonna record another episode because I really want to. Interesting that I could do parliaments in those other cities. Um, Develop the interior. I do like the idea of the cheaper build cost. Um, there's something innately appealing to me about that. Now, fabricate Casus Belli. Who do I want? I think I want to go after the Island of Rhodes. I could do multiple of these, couldn't I? Um, I mean, yeah, sure. And then let's do fabricate a Casus Belli on you, Argos. And then, is there anyone else that's Genoa? No, I don't want to go after you. You are too strong to go after. I think that was it. And then I'll do support for free subjects so I can get over the line again. Okay, you're at 80 support. Ask for a law change. No, again, like everything is good for there. I think at least. Feudal administration. Yeah, that's good. I want progress towards decentralization. Another Casus Belli is always appealing in its own way. Are there any more of these semi-independent people? Like, who are you? What's your dealio? Like, you're just your own person, just there randomly. Okay, I'm gonna fabricate a Casus Belli on you also. And then boom, we can do that, and we'll still be over the line. Okay, I've got my all of my little CBs. I guess let's go do them. I could probably like almost just get away with I should have done all three of the war declarations at once. Can I? I don't have a diplomat. It's whatever. Yeah, our republic needs the money, of course. I'll go take the Knights Hospitaller out first. I can definitely give up some progress there. I do have more naval presence than I did previously, which is a low bar, but not a zero bar. And then of course they're all pissed at me, like they're not going to be contributing anything, I don't think. I don't need to be improving relations with Candia anymore. That's okay. And then let's land on top of you, Rhodes. I definitely want to besiege. I want to try to capture your port if possible. Yeah, and then I guess just sit here and wait. Little food, bro. Are you gonna go pick up some food? Thank you for spam attacking me. I really appreciate that. That was exactly what I needed. I'm glad that you decided to just do it. I'll be interested to see as these people build up their economy slowly. I'll be interested to see what the term. I don't know whether that ends up eventually paying off at all. Like, I gave these people independence, and they've had a long time, and they've basically done nothing. Which makes sense. They don't have very much money. Like, I don't even know really what they would be able to do, to be fair. I could divert trade from those people, but I'm not going to. I probably just don't need to be spending so much on diplomats. Something more like that is preferable, I think. And then I'm not going to be able to declare war on you, I don't think, while I have my levies raised, right? Yeah. I mean, of course, it's going to piss off the, like some of my vassals, but that's fine. I can live with that. You should all be getting your relations improved. It's kind of cute the way my my little camp followers bring them food. It's a neat system. Like you're slowly building food, and then I guess eventually you're gonna just return with that food. Is that how that works? Hmm. I'm so sore from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My whole body is just like dead. Yeah, we'll just keep building up our marketplaces. I'm making pretty good money from the Ragusa trade. In EU4, Ragusa was one of the most important trade routes if you're Venice, because a lot of stuff fed into it, and then you would need to, you know, push that into the actual Venetian trade node. But I think it matters less to me. Definitely suffering plenty from attrition. Oh. Sure. I like you, France. We're homies, right? We don't have any problem with each other. I would love to go after the this duchy, this Prince Bishopric here, because it does annoy me that they kind of are blocking my path out. Rhodes will be nice to take. This is like a legit city. Yeah, the Order stronghold. I think that's going to get lost, to be fair. Interesting that the city wall reduces local crown power, even though it is their capital. I feel like that shouldn't be true. Like, it would make sense for it to reduce local crown power in a province that isn't your capital. Okay, where the fuck is this stand go? That's just like some random town. The, oh, maximum control is no longer 0. I don't think I'm gonna need any levies to take on these other wars against like Argos and stuff. You're 188 men. They're alarmed. They should be alarmed, honestly. Okay, this is continuing to tick up and is getting worrisome. Let's Let's switch over to you just like directly suppressing the rebellion. And at least just trying to slow its progress. I may still end up getting a Croatian rebellion anyway. Could I just accept Croatian people as part of my culture? I should be able to, right? Is it because our view of each other is too poor that I can't do it? Because I have like no accepted cultures. Is the problem here that the Croatians really don't like me? Yes, I would like them to be an accepted culture. Maybe that will reduce the Croatian crash out. Oh shit, the Ottomans have like consolidated everything. I think. Or they're in an alliance with each other now. Okay, historically, the Doge of Venice has been elected by the Concio, a group of freemen representing the city's populace. However, in recent times, the Patrizio increasingly trying to usurp control over the election process. This has sparked unrest among the Cittadini, who view this as a direct threat to their traditional rights. The situation is tense, and we must decide whether to side with the Patricio or the Cittadini. Okay. Yeah, I'll piss you off. No. I'm not going to give you a white piece, as much as that may surprise you. I mean, it would be cool if I could just like, can I just turn you into my vassal? That would be kind of sick. Maybe once I occupy Rhodes, I could. National Assembly. Oh, that's a government reform. I thought that was a building for some reason. That's like really bad. It's a really bad government reform. I don't know why you would ever take that. Bro, just fall. Been under siege for 2 years. Yeah. If I go here to open Archeo Builder, like there's some, oh, there's a lot of profit to be made in multiple years there. There's like no one left. 300 people left in their current garrison. Maybe I'm just going to go all the way down until there's just literally no one left for me to besiege. What is like the official culture of the Knights Hospitaller? It's French, okay. And they have been turning this island French slowly. You should be Greek now, right? You were originally something else, but now you're just Greek Catholics. Very cool. What would change policy do? Oh, I could change their laws, basically. No, that seems like ass. Rebellious subjects, that's worth keeping open. Serious lack of food is fine. The rebel army is worth keeping open. Hostile pirates is annoying. It's cool that I'm in the process of integrating these two places. You guys are not happy. Why are you so angry at me? Because you were conquered. And this is going to last for how long? It just needs to be, is it just until you're integrated? Is that like the barrier? Improving my relations with everybody. Oh, nice. You fell. So I could just vassalize you. I kind of like that idea. If only just because I sort of like the idea of just having a little knightly army. Okay. Now on to the next one, onto Argos here. We cannot start a war while levies are raised, but I don't have any levies. They're not raised. You can't be talking about my vassals' levies, can you? No, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll call you into this war. And then I'm hopeful, but not optimistic. I think that's the right language, that my vassals are going to be able to deal with this. I'm just going to boot diplomatic spending up really high so I can just get another diplomat quickly. Let's just go deal with Argos. I am not able to siege it yet. Tragic. I'm going to wait until the end of the month, and then I should be able to send my armies out. You guys are still disloyal to me, even when I jack my spending up like all the way. It's kind of too bad. And then you, similarly. Interesting. Okay, and then let's go raise some levies. It'll be nice when eventually I actually have anything that's worth like raising levies in outside of just Venice. I think I'll just vassalize these homies also, rather than just annex and then vassalize them. I don't see any reason to do that. I'm not. It's gonna be a little while before I can do anything anyway, and they're already Catholic, which I like. Plus, I kind of like the idea of keeping alive these Fourth Crusade realms. Okay, Argos is Dunzo. Becomes a vassal. I can humiliate you, and you can pay me war reparations. How does that sound? You've officially been brought under the beautiful Venetian umbrella. Okay, no. Okay, I'm now spending way too much on both diplomatic and also cost of court. Like, this is just a tiny town. Like, literally just the town of Bonitsta. It's just like, it was its own little thing. Yeah, you can become my vassal. I'll humiliate you. I'll take your war reps. I'll take your money. Let's stand my armies down. Disband all levies. We can go pick up my army and then go home. I definitely do not need either fort maintenance or army maintenance. I can just save that money. Now, if I go back here to markets, I can build one last one. And then we think that this is where the real money is. My RGOs. Return to Venice. Return to tradition. Okay, are they still... Yeah, that's still progressing. Why is Argos not the right color? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. They're the vassal of these people who I was trying to vassalize. Who I'm gonna just have to go to war with at some point, I think. It's really annoying. I can't believe I didn't notice that. My fleet has returned, so I can have them patrol the seas in the Adriatic. Open RGO builder. Sure, we can expand that. And then I've got my theater. I always love my foreign inventors. You do have some peasants, but not very many. Which is fine with me. Yeah, the lesser Polish people, that's funny. I think they added a new city tier, isn't that right? Yeah, Megalopolis. What does that do? Does that give you like a ton more buildings? Yeah, 200 build slots. Versus, versus if I look at just a normal city here, which I think is what this is. Yeah, it's just a city. Okay. And you give 100. You also, is Paris also just a city, or are they something higher than a city? Nope, they're just a city. Okay. So I think the only two megapolises are Cairo and Constantinople. Dude, 400,000 people in one province. That's crazy. Like a single location. That's some crazy work right there. Let's see what's going on here in Kaffa. You know, I'm still making money on this like my trades here, you can see. I do wonder if my additional like trade advantage is helpful at all. You know, I'm still just like obvious infinitely tempted to go and try to conquer them. Yeah, so they are, the Ottomans do have vassals, which is pretty cool. Yeah, these two people here. So basically the Ottomans have managed to unify the coast of Anatolia. Interesting. There's a distinction between the Greeks and the Pontics. I think these people here, the Romanians, are like a version of Romanians. The origin of the Romanian people is one of those fascinating things that's actually more poorly understood than I think we actually would, that at least than I would have expected, in the sense that they do kind of seem, from the historical record, is my understanding. And I know this is a controversial subject. I don't want to like blunder my way into Balkans historiography, because every Balkan group has their own different historiographical information or whatever. But it is fascinating that they kind of just, the Romanians just kind of appear in the Middle Ages. And you can very plausibly make the argument that they are the descendants of the original, Roman colonization of like this area here. I think it was under Marcus Aurelius that this area was conquered. But there's like a big break in the historical record when they reappear, and it is like a long enough time period that it's also plausible that they have a different origin. One theory for their origin that I heard that I thought was kind of cool was that they could be the Illyrian. So they basically could be like, have been Romans who survived in the mountains here, and then they kind of migrated north, and this area was like devastated by Slavic migrations, Germanic migrations, and stuff, and they kind of filled it in. But I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to step into the messy waters of Balkan historiography. Building up my trade offices in Gallipoli. I've always been a big fan of these. The maritime presence is nice. The trade advantage is nice. The trade capacity is nice. It's just a whole bunch of nice things. And we want to do Venice again. And I will do, I guess, market regulations. And I could do a casus belli now. The question is, does it make any sense to? I don't like what Naples is doing here. It's annoying. It's really ugly. Same with Sicily and stuff. I would love to just like clean this up, but it's kind of ugly. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass too, also, is my anticipation. That was my timer that was going off, by the way. So I should wrap this episode up in just a second, but it's also very late. But I'm just looking around. I wanna just look a little bit more. Yeah, so Cyprus is the standout big winner from what I've gotten. I probably want to transfer. Okay, I'm not going to do that quite yet, but I'm going to increase my diplomatic spending enough that I can set transfer trade from the Knights Hospitaller, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Okay, divert trade. They have to be loyal. Could I pay your debt? They don't have any loan. How do you guys get these loans? I mean, like, I can't imagine. I don't know, man. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to call it, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.